and welcome back to more Quest of Beings 2. I'm still resuming off in level 9, and yeah, it's a long level, if you can't tell. Okay, we are on 4F, which is kind of one of the longer floors. As you know, you can tell by the map. Alright, this room you actually want to go up first. Garbage you need to get rid of in this place. Okay, so... luckily the two Death Knights are kind of stuck on the edges. Now, the odd thing is, if you use your hammer, you can reach the one on the right, but not the one on the left. So if you don't have full power, you're either gonna have to waste a lot of bombs, or F6 continue if you want to save your bombs, because you actually, you don't want to go into that final battle with no bombs. Alright, picking up Din's Fire. So this will be handy for later on in this floor. It just chews up a lot of magic, though. Now this thing right here, you actually want to use your rod, I believe. Gets rid of all that, so now you can actually maneuver this room freely. Get the key. There's nothing in that room to the left. They actually kind of, there are two ways to go. We're gonna take the upper path because there's actually something else you want from this room. Alright, this room, probably just another chance for refills. Since with all the land molas, usually it's just money and refills. Now this one you actually want to bomb up, so the blank spaces actually are relevant in this case. So you can pick up the key for this room. Alright, and now we can continue on. Make sure you found 2 keys in this place. I'm not sure what the room design is. Oh, okay. Alright, this room you have a single Death Knight to deal with. Again, easiest if you can stun it. Yes, you pick up the, well, it's supposed to be the gold ring. Kind of looks like a black ring, though. But it's essentially the gold ring, level 4 armor. And you might as well pick that up because that's going to be really handy for the final battle. Honestly, that last battle is so hard that I probably still need to use potions. At least I don't have to use all my potions up. Alright, I think this next part's actually pretty linear, so... just tank for this room. They're kind of all stacked up in that little row there, or column. Lots of refills for you there. And yeah, another patch or two. Well, at least you have a level 4 armor now. A little bit easier to manage. Much easier to tank out now. And, I'm not even gonna get that fairy. Good enough condition. I think you can always go left and get more refills anyway. I keep changing what's in these corridors. Now it's a bunch of fire robes. And don't worry if you get caught by wall masters, wind robes, etc. You will only get sent back to the beginning of the floor, so it's not as much backtracking as you'd think. Yeah, this room could be a little bit of a nasty one. I'm just gonna doorway spam as many enemies as I can. And I'll just leave one enemy behind. Make it easier. Well, you're gonna have to go both ways anyway. Okay, this room. No, you're not gonna be battling mirror robes on no land whatsoever. If you use your rod on the far end, you can, basically create a nice full room to battle these mirror robes in. And you're gonna have to take these mirror robes out, actually. But luckily with an empty room like this, it's actually not that hard. Alright, head on down. And... got some more stuff you can... Now, you can leave this alone if you want. Refills later on. Okay, now this room can be a bit of a problem. Because all those spikes are real, there's no fake ones to use, so you're gonna have to run through the minefield. Now, what you want to do in this room is actually, you don't have to waste potions or anything like that. What you want to do, actually, pretty much get hit by the bats on purpose. Because you have some invincibility frames. You can use that to shield yourself because the spikes are not going to register damage yet until, you stop flashing. So you can use that to your advantage. You know, much safer way to get through the room, because otherwise you're not going to be able to just run through that. You know, if you kill off all the bats and then you try to run through it, you're not going to be able to do it. In this case, you'd have to use bombs. You know, you have to damage yourself so that you can, you know, move through the spikes. Because remember, those spikes operate independent of your armor, so you still lose 4 hearts. Yeah, we'll just leave that one enemy there. I don't think there's anything in this room, so just run through it. Okay, this room is one of these rooms you actually have to use Din's Fire on. And what you're gonna want to learn is how, like, the radius of this. Because you can't use Din's Fire that much, so you might want to know how far that blast goes, because you need the fire to touch the blocks. So in this case, if you use it, say, right here, you know, you count 3 squares, and then it's going to be right here. So it goes 4 spaces in all directions. And more Patras. Oh, this is kind of a joke right now. Easily rip through those Patras. Ah, Patra 3. Yeah, you're gonna learn to hate these guys. Because they are very, very difficult to dodge. Because of how many fireballs they spam. And it's the little Patras that spam the fireballs. Yeah, you're gonna be facing a lot more of that later on. It's not gonna be very fun either. So you do have to take that thing out to get the boss key. And now that you can go on the main path. Oh, might as well get some money. Again, not that you really need that much money to begin with. So yeah, boss door on the right, but let me see what's down here first. Is there anything of value down here? Nope. Fairy's not very useful in this case. We'll just leave it there. Luckily, this is a pretty linear floor. Not really any major tricks. No point bombing the wall to the right. Now, honestly, are you gonna listen to that? In reality, I could just go straight down, because I think there's only one key onto the right, but I could actually just shortcut a bit of this floor. But you know, we're just gonna do it the fair way. Even though this area can be kind of a pain to deal with. Yeah, it's one of these complicated mazes. You actually don't want to kill off all the enemies and try to leave one behind. Unfortunately, I don't remember the way through this place. I think this is the main path, actually, because a lot of dead ends. Yeah, ignore all the enemies. Alright, another Death Knight that's actually stuck on this side. Alright, oh yeah, this can be a messy room. Oh, goody goody. Yay. Yeah, this can be kind of a mess to deal with. Yeah, you might just have to try to tank through the best you can. I think the room below is probably even worse than this, if you thought this was bad enough already. Yeah, you got 2 Death Knights in an open field. Yeah, this is gonna suck, huh? And if you're lucky enough to actually stun both of them in the same spot, consider yourself very lucky, because you're gonna basically get through a very difficult room with no trouble. Luckily you get respawn of these guys, so you can just grind for more refills. So you might as well just get whatever you can find. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Again, I didn't even need to get this key because I had the other one. I had my spare key, but again, just to be fair and show how you actually get through this place. Okay, not much in this room. You're almost like relieved to see easier rooms. This room, oh, there's a bunch of messy stuff. More tanking to do. Look at that, you can clean out everything in a couple seconds. Luckily not too difficult with the Master Sword in hand. Again, I think I can go straight down if I wanted to. We're gonna try to tough through this. Now this is a little tricky. You have to kind of get the... Again, you gotta know how far the Din's fire will go. Oh, bunch of you guys. Now you can just stay in this corner and just let them all come to you because you're gonna take them out with one hit with your sword anyway. Now this is a little harder because you can't do a straight line when you're aiming this Din's fire. I think you just go a step out and it should hit the block. Yeah, because if you run out of magic, you're gonna have to do a F6 continue because you can't, you're trapped. So far, really not much. A lot of blue Lamolas for some reason. I guess they give you some refills. Alright, this room... Oh, okay. So you got one Death Knight that can get free. So you're gonna want to get rid of that Death Knight first. And the rest of them are stuck, so you know those are easier to handle. Luckily your hammer can reach this range. So just use your hammer and take them all out. Again, I can skip the, just skip the room below, but we're gonna do it the fair way. Unfortunately, it's this time it's 2 Patra 3s. Oh gosh, and this is just a taste of what you're gonna get at the end. It actually gets worse at the end, what you're gonna see. It gets much worse. How much life you're gonna lose. I don't know how many Patra 3s you face at the end. I know there's one part, I think there's at least 5 or 6 of them or something. It's something absurd. That's why you're pretty much gonna have to use a potion. And this is just 2 of them. Alright, and this room, just go right by it. Who cares? Yeah, because you don't get anything for beating these guys. Alright, so this is where the end is. And don't worry if you have no potions, there is a potion shop. So you can at least keep yourself equipped, because you pretty much are going to need potions for this. Alright, so let's take a break at this point, and we're gonna finish off the game in the next part. Alright, see you guys later.